Construction of the new Performing and Visual Arts Center gets underway on the EHS campus.
And the EHS community volunteers its service at the Houston Food Bank. KEHS News starts now. Hello and welcome to KEHS News. I'm Jack McKinney.
And I'm Daria Massey. Thanks for joining us on this edition of KnightVision News. Transformative construction is well underway on the EHS campus as preparations begin for the construction of the new PVAC building just west of the convent building. As bulldozers and cranes reshape the landscape, the heart of our school beats with anticipation for the exciting changes on the horizon. In the meantime, the EHS community must deal with a number of inconveniences, including parking and campus access. Joining us to examine the challenge this campus growth presents is reporter Harris Williams.
I'm Harris Williams with KEHS News, and recently with the start of the construction, parking's been a mess, and that's what's on a lot of people's minds.
Well, right now it's difficult. There's a lot of changes going on, so easing your mind is only that the project should only last about 2 years. And from then we'll have a new building with the new opportunities for our students. Yeah, there definitely will be some. We won't return all of the spots that we had prior, but we will have many of the spaces returned. Right now they're being used for the construction area. Nothing right now. We're definitely working with the Board of Trustees to come up with some ideas and thoughts of what might be a better plan to help both the faculty and staff and the students park on campus.
Nah, not really, not me, but a lot of my friends have got real trouble parking in the parking garage. After school, maybe parking in the faculty area, like after 4, but that's about it. It's a real tough situation right now.
I'm Harris with KEHS News. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Harris, for that construction update. Each year, Episcopal students are given the opportunity to give back to their community by working in various service projects. The Freshman Service Project, open to all community members, serve the Houston Food Bank as one of those locations. Let's head over to my co-anchor, Daria Massey, to get some insight on her experience at the food bank this past weekend.
Here at Episcopal, we emphasize giving back to our community. As we kick off the second semester, Episcopal freshmen begin their annual service projects at the Humane Society, the Beacon, and more. We interviewed the head of Students of Service, Mrs. Sampson, to give us some more insight on what it is and how to get involved.
SOS stands for Students of Service, and it is the organization on campus in which all of our students, whether they be freshmen, sophomore, juniors, or seniors, get an option to volunteer with different organizations across the city.
SOS offers many service opportunities for all grades, so there are endless ways to get involved.
So the General Service Program at Episcopal is a mandatory freshman service experience where all freshmen do one service project in the spring semester between 2 to 3 hours. And in the senior year, we have a senior outreach program, which is during interim term for 2 weeks. And in between that, your sophomore and junior year, you can be serving in one of those various ministries that I described.
This past weekend, students packed lunch for children in need at Kids Meals. We asked Mrs. Sampson to give us some more details on the experience.
So Kids Meals is an organization that we work with throughout the entire school year, so it isn't just exclusive for freshman service or senior outreach. The Kids Meals is an organization in Houston that serves to provide free, healthy lunch meals to preschool age children. So that directly is through our hunger ministry. So our hunger ministry students who run that are planning at least one Kids Meals project a month where you go. I think it's between 9 o'clock and 11:30 shifts. You put on a cap or a hairnet and you make sandwiches and pack lunch bags with water and juices and snacks for the students. We don't actually do the physical delivering, but we prep everything so that it's easy for the Kids Meals volunteers to drive them to the students who need them.
But the service opportunities don't stop there. EHS provides many ways to practice philanthropy. Remember to sign up for a service project if you haven't already. I'm Daria Massey, back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Daria, for that report, and a special thanks to the dozens of Knights who supported this worthy effort. And when we return, a look at the preparations going on for the Performing Arts Department's spring musical.
Why are people watching KEHS News? Because it's the right thing at the right time. Missed out on what's happening on campus? Find out the latest on Episcopal's only news program. You'll get more video coverage, more in-depth reports, more pillar news, and always to the point. The right news at the right time. You're watching KEHS News.
Every Friday, the Episcopal Instagram highlights one teacher that has gone above and beyond. Recently, the highlighted faculty member was English teacher and varsity girls basketball head coach, Miss Chelsea Bass. Here's reporter Carlos Thatcher, who spoke with Miss Bass about her many contributions to EHS.
Several weeks ago, Episcopal High School awarded girls varsity basketball coach and honors English teacher Miss Bass with the Spotlight Award. Here she is talking about some of the attributes that made her applicable for this award.
Try to instill in my students and my athletes is just working hard. Life's not always going to be easy, whether that's you failed the test, you didn't do well in your paper, or in basketball, you missed a wide open layup, or you got beat on defense, whatever it is, you got to work through it. I'm really big on respect. I think sometimes adults think that like you automatically get respect because you're an adult, and like yes, that's true to an extent, but I think it's really important to show your kids, your students, and your athletes respect as well, because they're human beings too. They're just younger ones, so being respectful is really important to me. I like to have a lot of fun, whether that's in the classroom or on the court. I think the best learning happens when students are having fun, when they're engaged. I think you got to meet them where they're at. The youth today are a lot different than perhaps like even when I was in school, and I'm not that old, but yeah, bridging that generational gap is important as a teacher and as a coach, because those kids are different too from when I was playing.
Congratulations again to Miss Bass for achieving this prestigious award, and I hope she still uses the values that she mentioned today later in her teaching career at Episcopal High School.
Thank you, Carlos and Miss Bass, for that compelling get-together. When you're hungry in the morning or at the end of the day or just wanting some new Episcopal merch, where do you go? The campus store, of course. What's new, what's popular, what's happening at the campus's popular destination? Reporter Jake Davis has the story.
We're on our way to the campus store right now, and we have some new items Miss G wants to tell us about, so let's pop right in and we'll have a quick talk with her about some new things going on in the school store.
The most bought snack would probably be like hot Cheetos or hot fries. We're trying to see if there's a new pound cake of some sort to probably add, or maybe some donuts or something. Our feature item for the spring, I guess, would be these two guayaberas that we carry. They have the logo on the arm, and there is a third color, but we don't have it out since we don't have space. But a new item that would be, I guess maybe the girls would like it most, is going to be a pink basic sweater, and it's going to be embroidered with a big Episcopal Knights across the chest.
My favorite thing about the school store is how it's a community in there, family, and I always feel at home at the school store. My favorite drink is probably V8, and my favorite food item is probably just some chips.
My favorite food item is Skittles. And, I just came from the school store. I caught me a Mario Kart Capri Sun. I really love it. It's really great. Flavor, it's all natural flavor. It's called Fruit Punch. It's the Mario Kart Deluxe. It's amazing.
This is Jake Davis, KEHS News, signing out.
Thank you for that report. And once again, here's Jake Davis to bring us the latest from the athletics pillar.
A stellar season so far has fans hoping for a championship in boys basketball, and the team is getting closer to that goal with each and every game. Sports reporter Jack McKinney has more on the program, featuring one of the greatest shows on campus.
The SBC Championships are a week away, and boys basketball is looking to recapture the title. Coming off a big home win against John Cooper, we asked Coach Jonathan Kwok how he thinks the championships will be.
It's obvious that Justin Vegas having a really good season, putting up numbers. He's scoring inside and out. Also, Jaquil. Jaquil is still an unsigned senior, and someone's going to get a steal with him. He's playing really well inside and outside, and he's really developed since last year. Brandon Thomas has really stepped up. Him being paired with Justin, just getting another ball handler out there, has been huge. And we've just also had Cullen Witt, another senior, has been really steady for us. And Aleem Elijah, one freshman, Aiden Fife have also been two freshmen who've hit some big baskets for us this year.
Thanks for the insight, Coach Kwok. We asked Justin Begg what it would mean to him to win his second SBC championship.
It would mean a lot, especially after coming short last year. I feel like everything we've been through this season is just built up to this moment, and it would mean the world to get a second SBC championship.
Good luck to the boys and all the teams competing in the SBC championships this weekend. For KEHS News, I'm Jack McKinney.
Good luck to all the winter sports teams in the SBC tournament. And now let's join sports reporter Tyler Bloomgren as he gives us an inside look at the wrestling team. Their grit, determination, and skill are clearly worthy of more than a passing glance.
We're going to be going over the EHS wrestling team.
One thing I love about wrestling, is that, the passion that we have, how hard the practices are. It's probably the hardest sport that you can do, but, I love it. And, the wrestling team, we're improving every single year, especially our sophomores and freshmen. In the next 2 or 3 years, we're going to be easy state champs for a long time. Our new head coach, Coach Potter, he's probably the best coach I've ever had. Just the passion and the energy he brings every single practice. It's unbeatable. And, all of our faculty that come by and help us.
Our wrestling team's really good this year. It's a young team. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores, a lot of potential for the future. We didn't do as well as we wanted to this year, but we can come back for next year and hopefully win SBC.
Again, I'm Tyler Bloomgren. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you for that sports update, Jake. Well, that's all we have on this week of KnightVision News. I'm Daria Massey.
And I'm Jack McKinney. From all of us at KEHS News, thank you for joining us. And go Knights!